Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Arielle. I am finally back with another video. This is going to be an updated how I customize my 4x4 closures to make them look a little bit more frontal-like. I am using hair from Julia Hair. This is very affordable, nice quality hair, you guys. And they have a sale going on right now on top of the affordableness, so you can save even more money. I have their Peruvian Body Wave free part 14-inch closure, and the bundles are 16, 18, and 20. The bundles are absolutely beautiful. I had no problems with tangling or shedding before or after the hair was installed. Even after the heat, the hair was still really soft. Now the closure, I did get a little shedding when I first ran my fingers through it. After I made the wig though, I didn't have any shedding or tangling. So in the beginning I was like, what is going on with this closure? But it ended up turning out perfectly. Bleaching the knots is definitely a preference thing. Sometimes I do it. Most times I do it. Sometimes I don't. It is a time saver if you don't do it, but I like to get rid of the black dots so I can get more of that scalpy appearance. So I'm going to pluck my closure, but I'm not going to pluck the outer edge, the outer strips right here. Because my new little trick, I've learned that you cut that off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You can just skip that and pluck the middle. It's hard for me to explain plucking, you guys. I've tried, but I just feel like I suck at it. I'm not as detailed as I want to be. So all I can say is just watch what I'm doing. Hopefully you understand. It's kind of like something you have to feel instead of learn, I guess, if you know what I mean. So this is how it's looking. The middle is plucked and then the outer strips are still there. So this is what I've learned from Erica J on YouTube. I know two Erica J's and they both do hair and they're both really good at it. But the one I'm talking about, I will put her channel right here, her picture, so you can check her out. Yes, I'm going to pull that closure about 1/2 inch past the start of the cap and then sew it down. I used to line my cap perfectly up with the start of the closure, and when I did that I would get a bit of bulkiness from when I started to sew the track to the closure, if this makes sense. So to get rid of the bulkiness, I wish I could give you a visual of what I'm talking about, but if you've made a closure wig, you know what I'm talking about. To get rid of that, I'm gonna pull the closure 1/2 inch past and then just start sewing it down. Then we go on to make the wig as we usually would and cut out the middle part under the closure because you know we do not need it. You don't have to make baby hair, but I am all about baby hair. It looks really good without the baby hair, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a few. Baby hair are another thing that's like hard for me to explain and do on camera because I always feel like they do not look their best when I have to do it on camera. But I'm just going to start cutting, swooping them in place how I like them. I like to leave my baby hair longer, so in case I decide not to wear them, I can just brush them back into the hair. The mousse I'm using is Design Essentials. It's really old. It's like 3 years old, I believe, so it's really tacky, so it helps the baby hair to stay in place. I like to do this. This isn't a permanent style with the baby hair, it's just to set them in place so when I put the wig on my head that I don't need to worry about putting like the freeze blast spray and everything to make the baby hair really hard. I also took some of that foam and wrap lotion and put it in the parting area to make it look a little bit more defined, and that was the only product I put on this hair. I let the hair sit for, I don't know, probably like 30 minutes, and I just went ahead and cut some layers into it. Since my bundles were shorter, I wanted it to have body and movement, so I just cut some layers into it, nothing special. Then I used my Marcel irons for some curls, and I let the hair sit for about a week. It was not on purpose, but I let it sit for about a week, so the curls kind of dropped by the time I put it on, but it was cool. This is how the wig is looking, and I have to apologize for how the color is. I tried to save the overexposure, but I just couldn't. There was nothing I could do. I'm now just going to situate the wig, make sure it's laying how it's supposed to. I love closure wigs so much, you guys. Closures are everything to me. Frontals, take too long, too much work. As soon as you're done wearing it, after you glue it down to your head, you gotta wash it, do all this stuff. Closures are simple. So here I'm just showing you that my wig cap is showing through my part. I usually don't wear wig caps because I just don't like them. But if you want to, you can. Obviously, you can see you don't have to. So I'm going to now cut off those flaps on the side. Don't be afraid to cut your closures and your frontals. I know in the beginning I was afraid, and I used to just look crazy a lot of the time because I was so worried about ruining something. But these things are not perfectly made for all of us, so sometimes you have to cut it. So this is a 4x4 closure, so you get a little bit of space. I think this is a very beginner-friendly closure size to work with. I've had 5x5s. I've never had a 6x6, not yet. But when I do get one, I'll show you guys how I would customize that, which I think would be even better because you get more space. But a 4x4 will do if you've never worked with a closure before. Then of course we do the same thing to the other side. Cut it. We do not need it. Then I went on to cut the lace, which I cut into zigzags. I was having a really hard time cutting this lace. I was flimsy, flicked it. The light was bothering me. So yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't get to show you more. I just cut the lace off right at the baby hair. Then I put a little bit of the Eco Styler gel to set those baby hair in place. This wig is still movable. It's not hard. Erica J is amazing at hair, you guys. Make sure you check her channel out. She is so helpful. She's taught me so much. Julia's hair link will be in my description box. If you want affordable hair, make sure you check them out. I love this hair, you guys. I think it's like the perfect length. I cut it till probably like a 18, and it's beautiful. I love it. Julia hair. Thank you guys so much for watching me customize this closure. Leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.